Day 23. I don't fuck with weed. I don't fuck with heroin. I don't fuck with meth. I don't fuck with rocks. Unless it's Indian rocks, beach, beach. Well. Day 23 is a point of self-awareness and realization for me. I haven't been totally truthful with myself and with my fine followers. It's more by omission than anything. Keep the record straight. Still haven't smoked any weed, y'all. Totally clean from the weed. So when I say sober and clean, know what I mean? I'm hoping that you do know what I mean and that I'm not smoking any weed. So that is a fact. And to give you a little bit deeper perspective, the main reason I'm talking about this is because I've noticed that my content has not been as heartfelt and as real as it's supposed to be and as it should be and as it was initially. So the catalyst for that, and it's through no fault of I don't know, anyone, I guess. I don't want to cast blame in any direction, but essentially when I had that moment where I cut the pack of cigarettes in half, it was after a day of exercise and feeling amazing from exercise and things like that. Whenever you exercise and you really get in a good workout, you feel energized and just fucking, yeah, let's go, yeah. You can conquer the world after a good workout. And my niece and nephews the day before had said, why don't you just throw the pack away? So in that heightened state of feeling like nothing can stop me now, I took it upon myself to send out a message. Heart was in the right place. The downside is, same as I've mentioned before, it is real that when you get rid of vices, you replace them with other vices a lot of the time, and I've still smoked a little bit. Cigarettes. Nowhere near what I was before, but you have to understand, I'm never trying to be not truthful, and I am completely truthful and real in every capacity aside from that. And one other small thing, which I'll get to in a second. But, for me, it was, I didn't want to break those kids' hearts. Niece and nephews, if you're watching this at whatever point, understand that I am quitting. I'm quitting all of my vices and I'm turning my life around. And that is a fact. I'm making changes that I never thought I could. I'm exercising 2 times a day. I'm getting better with what I eat. It's some of it's a slow progress and some of it's fast. Like the weed was like, boom, we're done. But it was hard for me to be real because, and again, I'm not saying anything against her point, but my sister was like, don't you dare say blah, 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 blah. It'll break those kids' hearts. And I get it. That's why I haven't mentioned it. And if you notice, I haven't really been saying, not smoking cigarettes. So that's why I said by omission. But I didn't want to hurt them. They're so innocent and full of love and just amazing souls, those creatures, as many kids are. But I owe it to myself, to the people I influence, the people I may influence in the future, to be real and to be candid about where I'm at. So the stress of the mortgage business, I attribute to a portion of it, and also just the addictive personality, chemical dependency, whatever of everything. You know, it's like I gotta do something. Same with the fried chicken, which I haven't had any fried chicken, so that's good, right? That's a plus. I did have fried grouper though. Whatever. So it's all baby steps, but and I'm not smoking anywhere near like I used to. Just to be clear, I used to smoke a pack a day, you know. Now granted, they were Indian cigarettes, so you know it's supposed to be none of the toxins that are in traditional cigarettes, which I think that is true. You know, I remember at one point when I for the cigarette smokers out there, when I switched to Indian cigarettes, I think it was after like a week or two, I was out one night and really wanted a cigarette and stumbled upon an old Marlboro pack. This was years back. So I went ahead and lit up one of those, and instantaneously I just tasted like nasty shit, like metal, fucking not good taste. Had like 2 drags, like, ugh, can't even do it. Which I realize for non-smokers, you would probably feel that way about smoking anything, but I'm just saying that if you are a smoker and you switch to the American, or not, whatever, Indian cigarettes, I'm not going to give them a shout out. I'm not going to promote cigarettes. But there's definitively a difference. And that's not an excuse to smoke. I'm not saying to you stop smoking Marlboros and start smoking Indian cigarettes and everything's going to be fine. But that's definitely not the case. There's a lot of parts that in my life that I think it does hold back. But the benefit, or not the benefit, the plus side is that I'm not smoking 20 cigarettes a day or 25 a day, whatever it was, you know. And then nights when I would drink, it'd be fucking higher than that. I know I've gone through 2 packs a night of drinking. That's not good. But my typical daily smoking was like a pack a day, and now it's like 5 a day, maybe 6 or 7 tops. This is transparency. This is real. And again, niece and nephews, if you watch this video, you guys mean the world to me, and you're a big inspiration for the changes that I'm making. I want to be Uncle Phil for as long as I can. I love you guys more than anything in this world. Okay, maybe I love your mom a little more, because me and your mom is tight. My sister is my rock. She doesn't really watch these videos though, so I think it's gonna be funny because she said never to say anything, and then it'll probably be like a month or 2 down the road, she'll stumble upon it like, Phil, what's your and I'll be like, oh, so you do watch my videos? Oh, okay, all right, I see. But I actually watched another Gary Vee video, and he said, you know, if you feel like you're struggling with content, take a step back and ask yourself, are you being real in the moment that you're shooting your content? And everything that I've said has been real. There was one day, I think, maybe day 17, where I said something about no cigarettes. That wasn't true. That's my one lie. That's my one outright lie. The rest has been by omission, and I'm gonna stick to that, so you don't tell me nothing. But all cards are on the table now. I'm being completely real with you guys, exactly where I'm at. It was a tough spot, you know, because I don't want to hurt those kids. They mean the world to me, and I want them to maintain the view, the thought that the world's perfect, you know. And I mean, the world is perfect if you live the right way. I mean, no matter what's going on in the world, you can be happy, whoever you are, whatever adversities you struggle. If you focus on your own stuff, your own mental health, your own peace, exercising daily, staying away from vices and stuff like that, you know. And for me, the big point there is the weed, you know, and that's been the big shift in my life, which has allowed me to progress. But I am holding myself back just a tad with the still smoking. But I'm gonna fix it. It is gonna happen. You know, the other part, I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier, you know, when I quit weed, a big driving force in being able to do that was because I was on the stage with you guys, and every day being upfront and honest about exactly where I was at. You know, even the one day that I had a shortcoming and I ended up smoking one of those weed vape pens, which again, still haven't smoked weed. I just had one instance. I took a vape drag to settle my stomach, and then quickly realized that it wasn't going to help anything. So yeah, it's a lot to take in. That leads me to the other part. The other part is the move was a big shift for me. You know, going cheaper in rent, and I loved where I lived before. Roommate, if you're watching this, you're an awesome roommate, and I loved living there. Karma loved living there, and I loved my room. It was nice and big and just awesome. So for me, it was going down, humbling myself a little bit, and not to say that where I live now isn't a good place. It's a great place, a great location. I'm right by the beach. But you know, that along with you know, I'm going to take on a job serving, which I'm excited about. I'm going to tackle it and make it my bitch, as I said before, even though I always told myself I would never do that as a job. I'm going to do it. This is going to be a long video, y'all. But it was an emotional day, day 20. An emotional day in a lot of ways. And in one way, it was an accomplishment. It was a milestone. So that evening, I had a couple celebratory drinks. Just a couple though. Three beers. I haven't since then. The big thing that I'll say about that is I've always, when I've used vices, I've used them plentifully, if that's a word, if that's properly used, in abundance all the time, every day, every night. Now, being sober for as long as I've been and going and having a couple drinks, the night was so much better. Like, it's almost like, you know, you have an alert mind and you stay sober and you stay clean, you stay active, and then you have something that you want to celebrate, or you have something you're just like, you know what, today's a good day to have a couple drinks. It was a totally different tipsy feel. I was alert, I held conversations well, I had energy. Like, normally, you know, I would drink and be like, I can't go to bed, but I was like full of energy and just excited and just fucking having a time of my life. Only just 3 beers. But then I woke up in the morning, and my sister always told me this: when you don't drink a lot and then you drink, that next morning is a bitch. When, you know, you do it all the time and it's like you kind of stay in that fucking cloudish, whatever the fuck it is. But that morning hurt. Woo, it hurt. So it took me a little bit longer to get out of bed. I still got out of bed, still got my workout in. And like I said, I'm working out twice a day now. You know, but it was like, all right, I had my fun. It was a cool little night, celebrate whatever. Now it's time to get back to it. Sorry, I was trying to do a full-on continuous, but you damn kid right here ran into my motherfucking shot. Fucking kids. Where your motherfucking parents at? Shit. Anyhow, I hope this doesn't upset or whatever, ruffle anyone's feathers, but I hope you can understand too. And if you've ever struggled with any kind of addiction and whatever, I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But I felt like I was holding myself back with the cigarettes, and only the cigarettes, because I do not have an alcohol problem. I did have an alcohol problem, but it was also alcohol and weed, the accompaniment of both of them daily, every fucking day. That's gone. I'm good. I feel like every couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, if I want to go out and have a couple beers, so the fuck what? It's not going to be a problem. It'll be a more enjoyable experience. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, fuck, and then I'll get back to it. Like, I'm good. And the weed's gone, I'm good. You know, but I think that, you know, the whole problem with the niece and nephews and, like, you know, that sort of thing, that held me back, because on the surface, on the screen, to my people, I didn't have anything to do there, and it was like I could allow myself to continue smoking, like subconsciously. I know as I smoke, it's like, this is not good, fucking quit, Phil, quit it. I know that, but it was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but, you know, and I don't know how far I went on the whole Gary Vee thing, but, you know, he said, you got to look at yourself and ask yourself if you're being real, and if you're not, be real. And I am real deal Phil, right? So I don't care what y'all say, I'm still keeping the name, because I do keep it real. It was just it's a weird situation, man. Do you keep, you know, the whatever going to save the view of some toddlers, or do you expose yourself fully? So now my pants are off. But I definitely want to quit smoking. It's not healthy. It's not good. I'm working on it, and it'll be a lot easier now that I've put it back out there. Now I can be completely honest with you guys. My daily post, I'm going to tell you guys how many cigarettes I've smoked and my struggles with that, and we're back on track with the full-on realness. Like I said, I was omitting it. I hope you can understand why, but I definitely want to get rid of it. It's not healthy. I know that I'm going to be able to work out more and go further and do more with my own health by quitting. Obviously, it'll be good for my teeth. My teeth aren't exactly the tint that I want, and sometimes I'm self-conscious about that with the videos, but this is also bad. This shit is like fucking crack. Fuck. I'm working on it though. Now all cards are on the table, and I am so sorry for this. This is gonna be the longest video, but it's a big milestone for me to come clean to you guys. So I apologize from the bottom of my heart, and I promise on everything I love on this earth, I will never omit anything again relative to my health and all that. There are certain things I will omit. For instance, I have a close family, a friend slash brother who is now in jail due to years and years of addiction to methadone and stuff like that, and that's also kind of struck a chord with me too. You know, life's too short to waste time with these drugs. You know, weed is not the worst by any means, but it's also given way too many passes. I think people allow themselves to rely on it and become addicted to it in a bad way. Again, not if you can handle it, blah blah blah. Not going to go down that rabbit hole right now, but the ones that use it not responsibly and it's holding them back, blah blah blah. You know, but that's not the worst. There's plenty of shit out there that's way worse than that. But whatever it is, if it's fucking taking over your life, you're Jekyll and Hyde, you're not the same person, it's not good. There's so much out here in this world for us, whether you live by the beach or not. And I told a buddy of mine back when I was in Atlanta, and I may have said it on the channel, I used to go to the lake and walk every morning when I was sober back then, and I felt great, and it was beautiful. You get up early in the morning, I don't care where you are, you can see beautiful scenery. Granted, I think this is the best, but that's why I moved down here with barely 2 pennies to rub together, and now I'm about to not have a vehicle and I'm gonna be walking to work, but I don't care. I'm gonna make serving my bitch. I'm gonna meet a lot of cool people. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna get my shit together, and it's gonna be great. And I want you guys to continue this journey with me. And I promise I will not make these long ass videos like this, but today was a point of self-awareness and coming clean. Know what I mean? Yeah. So anyhow, I love you all. As always, I'm gonna give you a little scenery to end this video. You mean the world to me, and everyone, especially you 2 little kids and the 3rd little kid that can't quite say much more than uncle. I'm my sister and brother-in-law and everybody, and my uncle, my cousins. Fuck, man. Sorry for all the word vomit. I love you guys. Real deal out. Bye-bye.